If the event you have just created is open to the public, and you are hoping for a large turnout, there are a number of ways to promote it on Facebook. Of course, the first and most important step is to send out invitations, not only to let the people you are inviting know about the event, but also because each time one of them accepts your invitation, a newsfeed story may be generated that tells their friends about the events, thus expanding your audience. And ultimately, that's the key to promoting your event on Facebook. Getting its name to appear in Facebook news feed as often as possible without overloading it in a way that annoys your friends. Here are some other good strategies. When you create your event, make sure the name is snappy and engaging. The name may be all your invitees will see in the invitation itself. So you want it to get their attention and convey the event's appeal. Try to inject a little humor if possible. When you send out your invitations, I highly recommend using the personal message field to include a short greeting. This will help you grab your invitees' attention and increase the odds that they respond or at least check out the events page. Mention the event in a status update. Write a note about the event. Post the event to your profile using the share button on the page for the event. Remember that when you post something to your profile, the story also appears in your friends' news feeds. If there's a long lead time of several weeks, you can probably even get away with doing this once a week or so without seeming too pushy. Post photos, videos, and links on your events page and start a conversation on the wall for your event. Newsfeed stories get generated each time people comment on your event's photos, videos, and post links, as well as when they post on your event's wall. And each of those stories will contain the name of your event and a link to its page. when someone else comments on something that's part of your events page. Make it a point to answer or thank them with a comment of your own, thus keeping the conversation going. You will be most effective if you space these actions out in time so that they don't seem like overkill or desperation. Finally, if you decide you would like to advertise your event on Facebook, it's easy to do. Just click the advertising link at the bottom of any page on Facebook to start the process. Let's look at how Facebook various tools can be used most effectively in combination with each other, so that the whole effect is greater than the sum of the parts. First, create a page. A well-run page is the cornerstone of any successful promotional campaign on Facebook. Whatever you are publicizing, you will need a home base for it on Facebook, a central location for all the basic information, announcements, events, and other content that you will be posting. Pages are the perfect tool for communicating with and thereby building your army of loyal fans, supporters, and/or customers. Second, feed the newsfeed. As we have seen, the key to spreading the word about something on Facebook is generating newsfeed activity. If you create a page, an event, or any other content on Facebook, don't just let it sit there. Add content to its wall and use the share button to post it to your own profile. If someone comments on something you have posted, be sure to reply in order to keep the conversation ball rolling. Third, use status updates for short, timely messages. Status updates are a perfect medium for broadcasting whatever news you have to share, as well as asking questions or starting discussions with your fans in order to stay on their radar and encourage them to make regular visits to your page. You can also use your status update as a pointer to draw attention to other kinds of content you have posted. Fourth, use notes for messages that are too long for a status update, like photos and videos. Notes can be used to draw attention to other things. And you can go into more detail than status updates allow for. Given that status updates are currently limited to 420 characters, you can use notes to post journal-style entries about projects in progress or events in the planning stage, whetting interest and building anticipation for final product. You can also use notes to ask questions, soliciting input that can help you create a stronger version of whatever you are working on. Fifth, use events to draw attention to time-sensitive happenings. Build enthusiasm about them and track your potential audience. Posting public events on Facebook helps you reach not only the people on your invitation list, but potentially their friends and friends of friends as well, thanks to the ripple effect of Facebook's news feeds. Remember that you can use events to promote not only performances, get-togethers, and meeting in the physical world, but also TV and radio appearances, scheduled chat room meetings, or anything else with a start and end time you would like your audience to be aware of. Sixth, use photos and videos to show off your projects in an eye-catching and entertaining way. Posting photos and videos on Facebook is a virtual way to grab attention for projects, performances, and events of all kinds. And of course, if you are a photographer, you can just show off your photos. Seventh, use links to direct attention to content posted elsewhere. If you post content elsewhere on the web, such as a video on YouTube, a new entry on your blog, or a new podcast on your website, be sure to post the link to your Facebook page or profile so your fans see if in the news feed. 8th, use groups to network with fellow fans, professionals, and other peers. Use groups to facilitate communication among people with whom you share a common interest or goal. Facebook groups are great for project teams and group collaborations. 9th, make use of Facebook ads. If you would like to embrace actual, bought and paid for advertising, Facebook makes it easy to advertise the pages and events you have built on Facebook, targeting the people most likely to be interested in what you are doing. It might be useful to give you a checklist of some of the most important do's and don'ts of social media marketing. Don't advertise, engage. People come to Facebook to socialize, to be entertained, and to get useful information. But almost nobody comes for the deliberate purpose of being advertised to. To reach people on Facebook, you need to grab their attention by giving them something they need. Show, don't tell. Remember that the best way to persuade Facebookers that you have something great to offer is to use Facebook's sharing tools to give them a taste of how great that something is, rather than just telling them about it. Don't just talk. Listen. The great value of social media is that it creates a two-way connection, an opportunity to build a stronger bond with your audience by listening to what they have to tell you and responding to them directly. If fans know they can get your ear by visiting your Facebook page, that can do wonderful things for your traffic. Responsiveness matters. One of the worst things you can do is set up a Facebook page and then neglect it. Make sure that you have one or more people keeping an eye on the page on a daily basis to respond to comments and questions in a timely fashion. Practice good customer service. In one of my early retail jobs, a wise manager pointed out to me that when customers complain, the main thing they often want is an opportunity to voice their frustration and know it's been heard. A good chance to vent. It's amazing how quickly you can turn their frost upside down if you give people a sympathetic ear, acknowledge their frustration, and demonstrate your desire to make things better. Facebook apps are designed to enhance your experience on Facebook with engaging games and useful features. You can use apps to listen to music with friends, share what you are reading, play games, and more. Facebook apps are small programs that run inside Facebook. They are similar to web browser plugins, like video players, in that they let you do a little something extra that you couldn't do before you installed them. You can explore and add apps from the App Center to find games and social apps that fit your interests. Apps on Facebook that are created by outside developers must comply with Facebook platform policies. If you see an app that is not compliant, you may report the app. The content of these apps resides on developers' server that are not hosted by Facebook. The developers of the app are responsible for their servers, and Facebook can't remove content from them. Before you can install an application, you have to agree to give that application's creators access to all the personal info you have typed into Facebook. What's more, you may also be granting the application's creators access to all of the personal info your friends typed into Facebook. Facebook isn't responsible if the application's creators use your personal data, lose it, or sell it. That's a scary thought, especially if you or your friends have added home address, credit card info, or other super sensitive details to your Facebook accounts. In this video, you will learn the way to use App Center. App Center is a place for you to find high-quality games and apps for your timeline. From the App Center, you can browse apps by category, sort apps by rating, or explore your recommended apps and games. To get there, click the App Center bookmark on the left side of your homepage. After loading the App Center, you see two columns of apps. On the left, there is a list of top games, which are the highest rated and most used games. On the right, there is a list of trending games, which are the games that are growing rapidly. When you scroll down the screen, you can also find other suggestions. You can also use the search box located on the top of each Facebook page to find the app. Let's use one of the most popular game, Candy Crush Saga, as the example to walk through the process. Click on the box and type in Candy Crush Saga. And click on the search button. From the result list, click on Go to App button. Next, it loads the main page of the app. You can find the description of the app. What information you will share with the app. In this example, the app will receive your basic information and your email address. You can also find screenshots of this app. Users' ratings below the name of the app will also help you decide the quality of the apps as well. You can click on Play Game button to install the app. This game concludes the use of Facebook. Enjoy!